So
No, ask to share. I didn't say that you're hiding.
no, I will share it. See, thing is that I don't talk Vedanta to them, and I don't talk Buddha teaching to you, any one of you. That's the safest way to work. Anyway, I don't know about Padma Shri, so I will share. It's absolutely.
So how many people are serious in that group?
In this group, I think what she says is that there are 40 of them. Ultimately, all 40 are going to join. And now, right at present, there are 4. Sorry, we have created an India group by WhatsApp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. So that group is supposed to become 40 another week or 10 days.
So they're already Buddhist, or they're practicing now?
They're all Buddhist, and one of the lady, her son and husband. Her husband is not there. She has lost her husband, but son is married and he is working, and a daughter is 18-year-old, and another lady. Her husband is an advocate, her son is also an advocate, and I don't know about he's got married or not, and the daughter is 21 or something like that. So, like that. So, this lady who has lost her husband, she has decided to become a nun. So, she is very serious, and she's been practicing as per her for last, I think, 15, 20 years maximum, or something like that. And she couldn't get anything. So now, after listening to my discourses, and she said that I never had such an experience. So now they have all teamed up. That's what.
So in India currently,
Yeah.
How many Buddhist population is there?
You have a lot of
Except
them.
that northeast state,
No, it's not like no. The Buddhist population, Maharashtra is the highest. If I take, because that is where Ambedkar converted. So it's quite a big, I think. Presently, if I take, there is around 10 crores.
We have 10 crores in India.
Yeah. Including Tibet and
Yeah. It's a good population.
Yeah, it is a good population. Out of 130 crores, 39 crores or 40 crores is Muslim. 20 crores around are Christians, and 14 crores are Jains, and 10 crores Buddhist. So if we go, and around 27 crores would be Sikh population.
This Tibetans we have near our Kushalnagar, there, that Tibetan Buddhists, right? Those days they have taken knowledge from Buddha, and then because of some political issues they are placed here.
No, it is nothing to do with that. They don't have anything to do with Buddha as such. There's another Buddha appeared after Gautama Buddha. Is called as Padmasambhava. So it is Vajrayana Buddhism. That is the starting point of Nalanda University, wherein Aryabhata and Patanjali and all these people are part of that. So they don't have any religious thing. Okay, so that's what it is.
One minute, because I went there, I had experience. That's the reason I'm telling. What is the difference between the teaching what you do about the Buddhism, which I am aware of something, and those people?
No, they follow Tantrayana. Vajrayana is part of a thing called as Tantrayana. It is same like what Hindu Tantra is. So you have, let's say if we take Om, they have Om Mani Padme Hum. So that is the mantra. Okay, so that is what they do, and that is they have a lot of rituals and so many things which are similar to what we do as a Hindu rituals. Not much difference. The puja and all that is there. So,
So
yeah, go ahead.
the 10 crores people, what you are talking about, they are practicing
No.
dhyana, right?
No,
Major thing is dhyana.
no, yeah, the thing is, out of 10 crore population, let's say in India, around 4 crores would be the Tibetan and Ladakh and Sikkim and all of that. Okay, and the remaining 6 crores or 7 crores would be something to do with Navayana, Ambedkarite. Okay, and in Nagpur you will find more of Buddhist, because that is where Ambedkar converted himself to Buddhism, and he converted 8 lakh people in one shot on that day. So you will find people like that. So then you get 2 branches in India. One is following Mahayana, which is the Vajrayana also comes under Mahayana, and another one is the Navayana, Ambedkar. So they follow the Theravada of Sri Lanka to a little bit, but not totally. So this is how it is, distributed. Yeah, you have any question on that?
No, we can go ahead with the regular.
Okay.
Good morning. Yeah, she's back.
Good morning, Padmashri. We were just spending time until you arrive in the bus.
Sorry for delaying this.
No, it's okay.
Monday mornings are little low.
No problem. Actually, when after this lockdown gets over, so we have a lot of opportunity to come and eat at your home.
Yeah.
The more you,
Yeah.
the more you delay, the better it is. Maybe we can stay at your home for a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so let's start. So now the other path of the Gita. So there are 4 paths which Krishna explains, that I have explained the same thing in 4 different ways. So one is the Sankhya, Bhakti, Karma and Buddhi. So if you take the Sankhya, that means if you are knowing the non-dual nature of Brahman, so then he says that if you drop everything, identity. So first question, who is you? Who am I? Do you know who you are? Have you ever tried to question?
That is the good question. Swami Vivekananda made sure that everybody will try to question.
Yes. So what you will get, maybe instead of posing the question and perplexing about it, what you really get, you get only 5 senses. You don't get any person. Have you ever seen that? When you say, who am I? You'll only get 5 senses. Have you tried? I suggest today you try it out. You'll get only 5 senses. You don't get anything else at all. Meaning, if you were to close your eyes, close your ears, close your nose, close your tongue, close your touch and close your thought, 6. Is there any loka? Anybody can answer.
It's a blank. There is no loka.
And that is exactly what you do in the night.
Yes.
So you are Brahman already. Simple. There is nothing like trying to find out how to experience it. You're already there. So in the sleep, just like you don't grieve for people who are lost, okay, and you don't desire anyone also at the same time. And this sleep is same for all beings. It doesn't make any distinction that, oh, this person should sleep and that person shouldn't sleep. So mad bhaktim labate paramam. Param. So if you can be that sleepy state in the waking and the dream, then you have done what you are supposed to do. This is Sankhya. Any question on this?
Say again. When sleep?
If you can be the person like in the sleep state, while waking, while dreaming, then you have done what you are supposed to do.
While waking, while dreaming, you are as if you are in sleep.
Yes. Right now you are sleeping, thinking that you are awake. You are not. You are awakened with the senses. In the sleep, there are no senses.
Okay. You are telling in this stage now, you experience as if you are in the sleep stage. That means there are no worlds for you.
Yes, there is no world, and that is Brahman. Very simple. If you can,
Yeah. Very, very, very good definition.
if you can be aware or awake, so that's the reason Vivekananda said, arise awake. Right? So you are in slumber sleep, creating all kind of relationship which is not there. So let's say, like in the sleep, there is no family, there is no job, there is nothing to do. If you have something to do, you can't sleep. Okay, so if you are not doing anything of that in the sleep, because the senses are not there and no sense objects are torturing, that being the case, is it possible, or rather it should be possible, for one to be in the same state while one is woken up? So there is nothing to grieve for, no shochati. That means somebody is dead, somebody is alive, somebody is dying, somebody is doing something. There's nothing like that. Do you really see anything like that while you are in sleep? And that's the reality. So the question now is, why do we grieve? So that's what you need to verify. In who am I? Why do I grieve? What's the need of grieving? And why do you desire? So these two things, if that can be practiced, then you are sleeping for the world and waking up to the reality. Arise and awake. That's exactly what Vivekananda did. He slept to the world and awakened inside. Simple.
Correct. And he also made others to awaken.
Yes, he did his best to do that. So this is Sankhya. Now, if you can't do it in Sankhya, and I say that, look, I am a bhakta. So he says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaha cha asmit tatvatah tataha mam tatvatah jnatva vishate tat anantaram. So now what he is supposed to do is follow the 40 things what he has informed in the Bhakti Yoga. Then he knows him. He knows the consciousness. And he also knows that who am I and what I am. Both. Yavan yahacha, that is, what is that? Asmi tattvataha. Asmi is self. Tattvataha, that tattva which is called as self, that is I am. And I, what is that? Who it is? who am I and what it is, both. Having known me in my essence, that is, having known the consciousness, Vishate tad anantaram, it stays there forever. Can you do this? So you have to put all 40. Sankhya doesn't expect you to do any jnana and all that. It's direct. If you can sleep, if you can awake now and sleep to the world, and that's it. Over. So if you identify somebody as a wife or a husband and a daughter, that means you are sleeping. You are not arisen. You are sleeping. And when you sleep, you have forgotten all about what has happened. So you have to do the reverse. You have
to simplify this, there is no complication of I have so many things with me. For example, my purusharthas, my gunas, and then that this ankara, baladarpa and all that. So when in the sleep, naturally I forget all those.
Correct.
So in the Jagrata Avastha, why you worry about number 5 or 10, 40 and all that? Except one, don't do anything else. What is that except one? Maybe, as you say, focus somewhere. Somewhere you have to focus.
No,
Or
here
don't focus anywhere. It can be only two. Either focus one place or don't focus anywhere. With these two things, you can achieve the same goal, right?
You're
Instead
not
of complicating all these things.
correct. You're not supposed to focus anywhere. You're just supposed to flow like a river.
Correct. Don't do anything.
Don't do anything. Absolutely. Absolutely nothing.
The question is, by not doing anything, you are awakening something inside.
Yes, what was there in the night?
See, now what happens is during that time, you are awakening something and you are experiencing that. That means your focus goes to that experience.
No, that is what is the dream state. You should drop the dream state and the waking state.
Is there something called experience there? Nothing, right?
You will
in
experience.
The state what you are talking about, there is nothing called experience.
No,
Only when you come back to the Jagrata Avastha, you will know that something has happened. But in that stage, you don't have experience.
You are going to experience Shunya. Devoid of existence. But you are existing.
Yeah, because of Jagrata Avastha, existing is known to you.
Known to whom? Who is that you?
Same.
No, there is no same.
Jagrata. Jagrata.
No, that is correct.
Jagrata is exactly same.
Yes, the Jagrata is like deep sleep. Then who is experiencing it? Nobody.
There is no experiencer, there is no experience. Both
Yes.
are not there.
So Drik, Drishya, both are not there. So you are released. You don't have.
So, which means as a direct path, there is nothing is required.
Yes, nothing is required.
Actually, if you have something, if you put another force to remove that, because that force itself, you are now, you know that you are putting force. That itself is another focus.
Yes.
Slowly reduce whatever you are. Reduce without any effort. It's called effortless journey. And finally, you will be there, right?
Yes. Correct. So this is the direct path, Sankhya.
So this is called Sankhya.
Yes, so that's the reason it is called as Raja Yoga.
See, we read all these stories because somebody is going through some experience. After that, they have done some tapasya. After tapasya, they reached there.
Yes.
It is not necessary that route.
It is not necessary.
You can straight because we believe in Punarjanma. You in the Janma, as soon as you are born, which you have not finished in the last Janma, if that anayasa way, if you start practicing it without effort, you will reach that.
Yes, absolutely. Because that is your natural state. You are already Brahman, so there is nothing else to add or delete. You just have to remove it.
Karma will keep happening, right? Only thing is you are not attached to karma because this effort itself is karma. The moment you use this panchendriyas
No, it
for
is
doing it,
No, it is
some
karya.
karma is happening, but you have no karma phala for that.
No, you are doing karya. So the senses are not doing anything.
But you have to do using these senses only, all that, because
Yes, you
your
are
mind
doing.
is inward.
Yes, you are doing through sense, but there is no doer there. There is nothing called doership. There is no duty. Simple. See, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you a very simple analogy. You want to eat, right? Remove the you in that eating. That's all.
Yeah.
You want to see. Remove the you in that seeing. You want to hear. Remove the you in hearing. You want to touch. Remove the you in touching. That's all. And that is what Sthita Prajna is all about. Because he will neither grieve nor he will desire.
That is the reason you have been telling Sannyasatva early stage is always better. When you go through this journey of samsara, because a lot of things you are closely connected and you have developed a huge upasana. That removal is going to take time more and more. Is your age.
Correct.
Young age, there is nothing experience stored there. It's only you brought your from previous janma that karma related one.
Correct.
So it's good to have sannyasatva when you have prabuddhate. That means when you have the basic knowledge of that.
Correct. So 50th year, you should be a sannyasi.
Yes.
Other,
Actually, strictly speaking, if possible,
even early.
don't get married. Because
Yes.
that immediately you are multiplying your samsara.
Yes. If that couldn't happen, at least you have done that mistake for whatever good reason. So then at least 50 you should become a sannyasi. Okay.
I have understood. More the age, you are unnecessarily adding a lot of things, baggage.
Yes. Because it's not easy to give up.
Yeah, because that baggage is nothing but your attachment to society, to this prapancha.
Yes. So if that is not possible, what Krishna says is that, okay, do the bhakti what I have taught you. So you do the 40 things what I have asked you to do as a bhakta. So my devotee, you should become my devotee. So then you have to go to 12th chapter. How should I become a devotee? So you establish all 40 qualities what he has indicated there, and that is dharma. So if you say I am a sanatana dharma or I am a sanatani, it means all that 40. If even one is missed, that means you are not a sanatani.
And there should not be any fear also. See, nowadays what happens? Whenever you start spirituality, there's a fear.
Correct.
Young age, if you start from your family, they will say, what are you doing? You have a lot of things to achieve. They show some path. So after some age, then say you are already delayed. So always that bhaya is there.
Yes.
Sannyasatva should be with nirbhaya, and the right time to start. Millions of life we have already had, we are going to have if we don't do it. Today is the best day.
Right now. Yes.
Right now.
Right here, right now.
Yeah, nothing to worry about what is my age and from which religion I am.
Correct. Very true. It doesn't matter what you believe.
Yes. Indina dinave sudina.
Correct. So this is the 55th verse, and 56 says that, okay, that is not possible by you, let's say. Then do the karma yoga. Sarva karmani apis sada kurvannaha mad vyapashrayah mat prasadat avapnoti shashvatam padam avyayam. So what he's saying is that just do the action, don't take it to yourself. There is no self at all. Meaning, you drink water, there is no you in drinking. What we did in Sankhya, the same thing he says, be aware of drinking only. Be aware of walking. Be aware of talking. Be aware of wearing dress or removing dress. Something like that. You're just doing You're just doing the niyamita karma. So you will get me without doing, you don't have to put the 40 qualities what I am asking you to do, nor you don't have to do that, somehow achieve the deep sleep state into waking and dream. You don't have to do that. Just do this karma.
Okay, this one, you keep doing all your karma, but you depend on me, and because of my that Ashirvadam, you will get moksha. That is the sentence, right?
Yes, because of me in you, and you and me becoming one, you will get moksha.
Correct. So what this says, just it says you keep doing your karma.
Exactly.
Even dhyana is also karma.
Everything. See, you offer yourself. It's like this, but I'll give you a very beautiful example.
That means that the samsari, those who are doing within the samsara that karma, they will get moksha.
Yes, provided
without any complicated life.
No, provided they don't take it as themselves.
Correct. That is right. That's right. So keep doing your karma.
Correct.
Without expecting any results, that it is yours. The aham is not there in that.
Yes. So not only that, you should not identify that you did it.
Yes. Correct.
That's all what is required. So I'll give you a very
dana, yajna, tapa, whatever you do.
Correct.
I think best example is that lady Vyadha, that lady, who could tell that Vyadha that today some that pakshi, and you are very angry and all that. What's her name?
I don't.
She is doing that. She is exactly that, right? Karma, because
Correct.
she is pativrata.
Correct.
Because of pativrata, she got all that knowledge.
Correct. See, one simple example if I were to give you is that, let us say I put Bhatt as the observer in every action I'm doing. So I'm doing it for Bhatt. So it takes care of the bhakti part of it, also it takes care of karma part of it. So I'm doing it for Bhatt and Bhatt is observing me. Let's say, like that, if I take Krishna, I am doing it for Krishna and Krishna is observing me. If I take Durga is the person who is watching me all the time and I am doing it for her.
Yes.
So if I were to do something like that, the Durga becomes the bhakti and the action becomes the karma. So you are doing both.
Yes. Sarvam Krishna Pranamastu, equivalent to that.
Yes. So there is nothing like it is for me. See, the prashamsa, what is getting is also to Krishna. If somebody were to blame, that also is to Krishna. Now I'll tell you what will happen. None of us will transfer that bad thing to Krishna. See, I'll give a beautiful example which has happened right now. So my brother-in-law's partner, he has met up with an accident. Okay, so now his leg is broken, so it will take a few weeks for him to recover. So now, if the question were to be asked, who did it? What would be the answer?
Because of his karma it happened.
No. Forget the karma. Who did it?
Yeah.
Who caused the accident?
If you see in a natural way of analyzing, the person who has done mistake caused the accident. Mistake.
Now, how did the mistake happen?
Knowingly or unknowingly.
No, that's correct. But how did it happen?
Wrong judgment of things.
So now we
You
go.
did some action.
Yes, so we go into intellectualization of that. If you are a bhakta, if you are in karma, you know what you're going to do? You're going to transfer all of that to Krishna. Krishna made me to have this fall. So I am enjoying the prasad of Krishna. Can you do that?
Yeah, that mind is set. I have understood. I was reading some big story yesterday. Same thing. Everything is because of good is also Krishna, bad is also Krishna.
Correct. So what we
There's
do
nothing me. There's nothing mine or me.
correct. So what we do is when we take God, we are very careful. We will put karma in when it is negative. Like he fell down, right? So his karma. Whose karma? That person's karma. Right? Now let us say somebody is, that same person has got 2 crores as some profit. Now whom does he offer that to?
Full Krishna.
No, he offers it to himself.
Yeah, correct. But it should be full Krishna.
So if that can be done, that is, when you get 2 crores, it is Krishna. When you become pauper, it is Krishna. When you fall down, you are Krishna. When you are getting COVID, it is due to Krishna.
Yes.
So do we really do that?
Krishna na ichhe, everything.
Yes. So if we...
That is what many this people, innocent people, without Shastra Jnana, they just follow that.
Yes, so if they do
And
it...
very successful.
Yes, if they do it deeply, then like Kanakadasa said, Ni Maya Olago Ninnolu Mayayo, that he will experience.
That is called Bhakti Yoga?
Yes, that is bhakti.
Okay.
You are, like what Padma Shri says, you have surrendered. There's nothing you left.
Correct.
So if good thing is happening, Krishna. If bad thing is happening, Krishna. There is no karma there. So this is what bhakti is all about. Now I don't know how to do bhakti, then you put all the karma to that God. Good karma, again Krishna. Bad karma, Krishna.
That what we do, Nitya Karma, Sandhya Vandana, that is more of Bhakti. And we will say that Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu.
No, it is more of Archana, then it becomes, that is, Archana is nothing but devotion. So then it transforms itself into Bhakti. So first step is, you are doing Archana, offering.
So Sandhya Vandana is a perfect example of that. We start from Keshava, Narayana, Madhava. Throughout and till the end, and in between you are bringing Gayatri, and one Gayatri mantra is there. During that time you are praying God to give the intellect.
Correct.
Sharpen the intellect, this Shakti.
Correct.
Willpower.
Correct.
So, is it not a Bhakti then?
It should transform a person into Bhakti, but rarely that happens because it's only a ritual. See, we will say...
This Gayatri Japa, Japa is called what?
Japa is separate.
It is... is it a prayer? It is
no, it is not a prayer. See, Japa will give rise to Tapa. Tapa and Japa will give rise to Dhyana.
Next step is Dhyana.
Yes. So, what we have done in current process is that we have brought the devotion and surrender together. Meaning, when you do the Japa, you are supposed to forget yourself. So, let's say I do 12 Gayatri Japa, then I need to experience that Gayatri, which might not happen. That means there is no initiation properly done. It's not about the Upanayana. It is that initiation of that mantra has not happened. So you will not get any experience, basically. You should get experience at 12. Then you should do 24. Then like that and come to 108. When you do 108, then it resonates so violently in your body that it starts to burn. Which that burning is called tapas. And then you are going to get into dhyana, where you will forget yourself. That is what the devotion is all about, or rather the surrender is all about, bhakti.
See, asking God, give me willpower, that is Gayatri. Where is that? See, I'm asking something God to give me.
No, it's not like that.
Where is that japa there? It is
I think
something transaction, right? Spiritual transaction, or what do you call it? Religious transaction.
No, we had covered about Gayatri some time ago with the complete Vyaharitis. Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, that should give you that 7 chakra experience. First thing.
Okay.
First thing. Then you are concluding it with Om Bhur Bhuvasva, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, that one. So that will give rise to tapas. So that initiation has to happen, but the way we have been initiated in Upanayana, that is not the right way of initiation at all. So it will not work. Basically, what we are doing today as Sandhya Vandana will not work, because there is no initiation done in a proper way. The Gayatri initiation is not done properly. So it is just we do that achamana and all that, and then touch each part of the body and Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, but there is absolutely no medical benefit which is happening because of the touching, and no electrical impulses are happening, because if I touch Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda and all that, each of those parts you should get electric current basically.
Yes.
But that is not happening, right? None of us are getting that at all. So what we have been taught as an Upanayana is not really Upanayana at all. It is just one function, because the teacher who is supposed to do has not spent time with the student at all. So what we are doing is not really what it is. So the Sandhya Vandana is just a process, or it's just one what we can say, it's just one ritual, that's all. There is no real. So taking that as an example wouldn't really make sense in this.
Actually, if you look at it in an original sense, how it used to happen, then it makes sense.
Yes.
Because at that time, the process was taught on the day of the Brahmopadesham.
Correct.
After that, they would go into the Gurukula, and then they would teach about every small thing of that Sandhya Vandana, of that 7 chakra and all those things. But today, we don't do it like that.
Yes, exactly. So there is no way you can get the benefit out of it. Even though the mantra is same, it will not work. The mantra should invoke the energy. That doesn't get invoked. So all the time, what we are more interested in, how you say that. So it's all about saying. You should properly say it. That doesn't help. It's not about properly saying or improperly saying. It is the bija mantra has to get germinated. It should come out. And your body is that soil. And the bija you are putting inside that soil. And then you are putting water, that is moisture, and then the manure and all that. Manure is the mind. So you are putting the manure, you are putting the water, and the sun is the consciousness. So when this mantra touches the consciousness, it immediately gets into plant and it gives fruits. So your Kundalini will start rising. So you, yeah, go ahead.
Actually, the first thing that they kill the egoistic attitude is by looking at the Bhikshan Dehi.
Correct.
After that, you are supposed to really beg, get your food cook it and eat it. So that almost kills your what do you call that, aham inside you, because you have to be at the mercy of somebody else giving you the food.
Correct, very correct.
So that ego goes. I think they had a reason for doing all those things, and since we have cut off most of the things and we do only little of what our 5,000 years back what people were doing, we are doing very little of that.
Yeah, the whole process.
In fact, we are doing only the cosmetic portion of that.
Yes, that is correct. I was about to tell that, and you have already completed it. Very nice. Thank you. Yeah, we are only doing that. The outer shell is the one what we are doing. Like, there are so many people who will put that last food given by the mother, right, before he's supposed to beg. So they put so much of food in his plate, and the mother will make him eat, and some photograph and some this and that. All of that funny thing has got nothing to do with why you are doing it. So Upanayana itself, that process itself is wrong. So you will not get any benefit out of it. So you are right, Padmashri, on that. But you have any comment?
I am listening, because all this process, what is happens now, over a number of years, it is deteriorated. That is true. But in the original form, it was working fine. Means it should we should understand what it was those days during Gurukula system, and we should try to bring that. I think some people are putting their effort to bring it to that level. For example, that Raghaveshwara Swami and all that. I think the way he is building in Gokarna, I think there are some 2-3 buildings. He has started only for this purpose, that to give all-round education, spiritual, and also how to live in this planet. That's what one thing I have seen somewhere.
Very good. See, the thing is like this.
That's giving the right knowledge through a Gurukula system. And again, the Gurukula can be through a Guru outside, or even father also can act as Guru for some time. Then once he has given enough knowledge, then the person should go to the real Gurukula. Then that learning is possible, spiritual learning.
Okay. See, the thing is like this, but that is fine. But what you really require is one Maharshi, and that itself is not there. So, like what Padmashri,
Exactly.
so the Padmashri, what she actually said is true. You require to have Maharshi, and that Maharshi should initiate that person into the Gurukula, meaning that he has to identify that student and then give him the basic education, which is Gayatri. Then it works. It is not what we are doing today. We go to some mutt or somewhere and we just do that mundan of that person. He removes that hair, and then a lot of photograph, video, and silk saree and all of that. That is the stupidest way of doing it.
Actually, if you look at the whole thing, when you send off the child to the Gurukula system, the parents are not at all in contact.
Yes.
So the first layer of protection is gone. The parents, the Guru and the Guru's wife is considered to be the parent after that. And
Yes.
you cannot take that to a different house. You are you're supposed to work in that house and help the Guru Patni to do everything. See, all these things, actually, it is a totally different. Maybe it looks like I'm doing work in my house. It's just like going and doing it in somebody else's house. No, that it changes your mindset, actually.
Correct.
Today, how many of us, even in our own house, we find it how we can get over the housework, meaning how we don't need to do something. But for our own house, we get others to come and do the work. And we going and doing in somebody else's house, what it does to your mind, you will have to see. Meaning, I'm not talking about the physical work. What it does to you as that soul or that Atma, what it does to you.
Correct. Very true.
It's a totally different. I think you cannot do that in bits and pieces. You have to do it as a whole. What we are doing today is, I'm not saying, I also got my son, the Upanayana of my son. I also did all these things which the Loka Rudy is going on around. But I still feel that what we are doing is wrong.
Yes, it is completely wrong. See, I'll tell you what, like you rightly said, Padma Shri, is that first that ego has to be removed of that child. So the parents have to let go of the child. So first and foremost, there is no attachment at all between the child and the parent. At the age of 5, that child will go and settle down in the Gurukula. And the Guru Patni and the Guru are the only parents to the child. So the parent are not allowed to interact with the child for 7 years from the time that that child has gone into Gurukula. That means the next time they are going to see the child is only when the child turns 12-year-old. Okay, so that is the first step. And the second, the Guru Patni and the Guru can give any assignment to that child, and the child should do it without complaint. So that means that person becomes so humble. And at the age of 8, the Guru will initiate that person as a Shishya for the Gayatri mantra. So the parent cannot interfere and say that, look, this, that, my son, my only son and all that. Or my only daughter. It doesn't matter whether you are having only son or only daughter. Doesn't matter. And then it works, because then the person is almost like a sannyasi at that age of 8. So that is the process. Here today what we have is more of a fanfare and a funfair than anything else. So what we have learnt as Gayatri, what we have learnt as Sandhya Vandana is only a ritual of putting Nama and this and that, and then like that. This absolutely no internal cleansing which has happened. So there's a huge difference between what it should have been and what we are doing today. It's huge. You can't bring that back because nobody knows, and you require a Maharshi, and you don't have a Maharshi right at this time itself. That means Maharshi like Bhrigu or Maharshi like Angirasa, Bharadwaja, you require somebody like that, which you don't have. So basically you will not get anything, because they have to transfer the energy. We can't really say that, look, I am from my clan is Bharadwaja, let's say, or Angirasa, or Vishwamitra. That is not going to help at all. In fact, we don't have anything of that. We are just doing, and that pravara what we do is one of the funniest, because that person doesn't even know what is he doing. It is just a process. I am so and so Sharmana from so and so place and so thing. That doesn't really help, because if I say I am from Angirasa or from Bharadwaja, I should be able to prove how I am from that Bharadwaja family. What have I understood or what have I experienced out of Bharadwaja family? And if I say I am from Rigveda, I should know what is that Rigveda I have understood or experienced basically. I don't think so. Whatever we are doing today, it is just a namesake. It doesn't have any sanctity, even 1% of it. Forget about anything. So it doesn't help. I don't know, but you have to say.
I am listening what you talk. One thing is clear, that knowledge, yes, and that process, what it used to be there, that's wonderful. It is not there today because of various reasons. And if somebody puts effort, and that will be very useful for many. And those days, Gurukula was open for everyone. Not a one person in this earth was denied from that. And after that, Gurukula system is over. People used to identify what he has to do. Either he has to follow purely only sannyasatva, or he has to go back to and follow that grahastha-ashrama.
Correct.
And grahastha-ashrama is required for sannyasis also. And you will get moksha through both grahastha-ashrama and sannyasatva. Both are possible. That is what is the knowledge what we got from this, all these scriptures. And if something is there already in our blood in terms of following some interest, at least follow that instead of following something which is not close to your heart. Whichever is close to your heart, whichever is working, that is Swadharma, follow it. So today's situation is we are actually in a way lucky because information is available now. You have so many gurus around, and you have to identify who is the right guru which is matching to your taste, and then practice. That is one way. But luckily, if you have good intellect and good some skills, earning money is not a big challenge for many people, at least in India. Support is there. You have to earn, which is required for you to gain spiritual knowledge. And instead of wasting our time in rituals, that means Adambara, marriage, Adambara, this Upanayana, and spending unnecessary money for the status, that has to stop. Because unless you don't have financial discipline, if you are always on loan, you cannot do spirituality. Like credit card loan, that loan, this loan, and all that. We should know how to manage ourselves. So one freedom is this financial freedom. Second freedom is from the family. From the family is also there's a lot of bondage. We keep thinking our kid, our child will never attain that maturity till we see that another kid with them. That means next generation. So that is what is our attachment. I think today morning I heard something called Purushottam Anandaji is talking, that Ramakrishna. What he has mentioned is that in the Ramakrishna Vachanaveda, when say this small pakshi, when it is not able to fly, mother will bring and give the food. The moment it is able to fly, then mother will not give food. Even that baby pakshi, if it asks for food, it will just kick that to go away from that place and search for food on its own. I think we should have this one. In that case, it is easy to reach our after Grasthashrama, you have Vanaprastha stage. That means when our next generation is reaching around 18 age, or they are okay to start earning, we should 100% disconnect in terms of transaction world.
That's correct. So the problem is...
So that is a great opportunity also now because of internet and all that. Because sitting at your home, you can make that as ashram wherever you are. That's a great opportunity. There are so many gurus around. Based on your maturity level, you can search for gurus and keep practicing it.
Yeah, that is correct. See, even at the age of 70 or 80, that person is at, let us say, 70 or 80, he doesn't or she doesn't want to let go of her son and daughter. And
that is a problem. That's the biggest problem today.
Yes, and they have their children, meaning, like, if I can tell you an example, let's say somebody is having the son, and the son has already another son and daughter, and that son and daughter have not got vaccination, and this parent will get so much worked up. I mean, the thing is, that is the grandparent gets so much worked up. That is not required. If that vaccination has not come, it has not come. That is, the parent will take care. Why you should be worried about it? So this basic problem, what we have today is we don't want to let go and believe, like you said correctly, but is that we don't believe that our children will ever get matured unless the parent have to take care till they die. So which is foolishness. We should drop them off once they are 18. Simple. Case closed.
Correct.
What they do with their life is their problem. It's not our problem. So that means, like in my case, I have a son of 21-year-old. It is not required to tell him what he should do. Okay, just guide him, that is okay. But sitting with him and making him do certain things is foolishness. Now tomorrow he gets married, he has his child, and that child becomes 18-year-old, and I am in my 78 or 80. And there's no point in telling that fellow, look, you take this, you do that, you should brush your teeth, you should put your clothes in a proper way. His parent is there, right? That is, my son will and his wife will take care. Why should I bother about what he wears or what he doesn't wear? This is the
Yes.
problem. This is exactly the problem of everyone. It's not only one
We are
person.
attached. Unnecessary, we are getting attached.
Huh. So what happens? What happens is rebirth is 100% because you don't want to let go of your son or daughter or grandson, granddaughter, and you want to see them married, and they have their son or daughter. And this is the problem. And the thing is that once you are attached, your worries are going to get doubled if that thing doesn't happen. Let us say my son's son, that is my grandson, does not study. I will say to my son, you don't worry, I will take care of his studies. So I will teach him. That's an idiotic thing. It is his problem. If he doesn't want to study, throw him out. What is your problem? It's like garbage. You don't keep garbage at home. Throw it out. Or you go wherever you want. So we should know where to draw line, and that we don't draw line at all. We interfere in everybody's life saying that, look, I am your father, I am your grandfather, I am your grandmother, I am your mother, and all that. That is not required. Once that person has crossed 20 plus years of age, you have no right to interfere. In fact, 21 is the age for marriage. That means if my son goes and marries someone, I don't have any right to question him, why are you getting married? Because official age is 21. He can go and marry. And he can sleep with anyone he wants to sleep. What is my problem? That's all what it is. So we don't want to get into that at all. Anyway, I have to log off. I have to join another meeting today.
Yeah, same thing with me too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
We will meet tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.